Denmark is a coastal town in the Great Southern region of Western Australia, 423 kilometres from Perth. Denmark's people have strong values of sustainability, resilience and self-sufficiency. The population is around 5,000 people and rises to 16,000 people in the peak periods, Christmas to Easter, as people flock to Denmark due to the mild climate, beaches and forests. The population is mainly made up of retirees, and there is a dip in the population between the ages of 15 and 34 due to the young people leaving town to study, establish a career, to travel and to follow their own personal dream. The first people to arrive in the Denmark area were Aboriginal people about 40,000 years ago. The first Europeans to discover the area was in 1829. The town grew around the banks of the river. The first European land use in the area was used by grazing and sawmilling. In the 1970s, hippies arrived in Denmark, people who were different to the typical resident of Denmark in their interest in sustainability practices and the arts.
In 1976, some of those hippies went on to found the community called the Wolery, which is an intentional community on 150 acres of land 10 minutes from Denmark. The Wolery was formed to create a close ecological community which has values based on self-sufficiency through permaculture, energy efficiency, sharing and respect for the bioregion. The Wolery is unique in that it is owned by all of the people who live there, who are permanent residents of the community. The group drafted a constitution and policies which outline a set of values that people must believe in to live there. They have also become an incorporated company which requires them to meet on a monthly basis, have a convener and elected people to fill roles.
So we've got a president and a secretary and a treasurer, and then on the Wolery we've also got ministries. We've got the Minister for Water, the Minister for Power, that's electricity, the Minister for Roads, the Minister for Social Events, the Minister for the Food Cooperative.
This keeps things running within the community. The sense of community remains one of the most important values for the Wolery.
It's a lovely group of friends that would do anything for each other.
I think it's the neighbours and the long-term history you have with them. You've been on the property for 25 years with them, and if you see them somewhere else, you feel like you've just bumped into your brother or sister.
In the Wolery, they share resources and skill wherever possible, and this helps build strong relationship between members of the community, and the efficient use of resources make the community more sustainable. The land that Wolery was established on is a shared resource, and the first shared infrastructure was the road, which provide access to everyone's properties, and they all use it. The community was on a tractor which is available for any household to use. When someone uses the tractor, the Minister of Tractor records the use in a logbook, so expenses can be shared in a fair way.
You know, we share a lawnmower with Louise, we share the tractor with the whole community, we share the glass house with 3 households.
Every week there are events for residents, which include yoga, table tennis and dinner together, which continue to build community closeness.
In the Wolery there is a diverse group of residents from a wide range of backgrounds, and as a result they have a diverse range of skills. They can use these skills to help others in the community. For example, one person is a beekeeper, another is an IT specialist. Where community members require help, there is usually someone in the community with the skills required to provide assistance. Residents of the Wolery use a combination of photovoltaic panels, thermal mass, wood fire and the main grid for energy and heat. Energy can be sold back to the grid in summer. Over 25% of power in the grid is generated by turbines from the Denmark Community Wind Farm. This means that even if the weather is consistently cloudy and the Wolery is unable to produce electricity from the panels, they are still partially reliant on renewable energy. Water is a continuing problem in Denmark due to the drying climate and population. The entire Great Southern region is suffering from decreasing water reserves, and while a desalination plant between Albany and Denmark is planned, it will only stave off the problem for a while. At the Wolery, they do not rely on outside water resources at all. Instead, the Wolery residents have rainwater tanks for each house, as well as 2 soak wells for the community. For now, there is less urgency about water at the Wolery as they are able to be self-sufficient in their water supply.
To help them achieve their self-sufficiency, each household specializes in growing a different variety of fruit and vegetables. For example, Divine keeps bees and produce honey for the residents and sell the excess. Louis and Simon grow citrus trees such as orange, limes, and lemons, and others specialize in growing different vegetable crops. By doing this, they ensure that there is a diverse range of food produced at the Wolery, and they can sell excess produce to their neighbors, or have a stall on the highway which provides them with a source of income. Being dependent on a single crop can be risky because of crop failure due to disease or weather conditions such as drought, severe storms, or floods.
Although the Wolery faces challenges such as attracting young people who can afford to buy into the property, the longevity of the community and the great love the residents have for the place suggests that it will continue to flourish. Sustainable communities are growing in popularity around Australia and the world, and the Wolery can provide a blueprint for how to create functioning communities into the future.